are here to talk about this baby, Miss Ella. Has it sunk in? Congratulations!
No.
How does it feel?
Thank you. The award for us is a testament and a powerful validation of what we do as an organization and trying to rebuild the railway sector and using the internships and the type of support that the association is providing to the industry. The award is it gives the responsibility has become much more bigger because we realize that the word in itself says we have done something and we could do more.
Mm-hmm. Done something right, indeed.
Absolutely.
So ARIA is such a big word, African Rail Industry Association. What does it mean? Where do you fit in? What do you do?
Railways are big. We form the backbone of any economy. So the company was founded in 2008 and as an association, and then it got adopted and now is supported by the DTIC as an export council. So our role that we play is on the association side, taking care of our members' interests. It could be from rail reform, the standards, localization, transformation, including we supporting governments and national development plan. And as an export council as well, is that we need to grow the local economy, the manufacturing capacity, so that we are able to take on the advantage of the African Free Continental Trade Area Agreement. So from our point of view is that the work that we do locally, we're planting for the betterment of the continent. So it's not only about South Africa, but the continent at large. Mm-hmm. And as we try to promote intra-Africa trade, railways should be priority, should be a priority agenda from the African Union's perspective, and we are ready as ARIA to lead that conversation.
I look at the word transformation. When I think of transformation, it spans across various areas. One that's quite close to my heart, and I know your heart, is gender. Gender equity, gender parity. As a woman in rail, what does that mean to you?
The South African railway industry, I think the railway industry in general, or rather even transport industry in general, is still largely dominated by males. If you look at countries like Norway, they have legislated that women will occupy at least 40% of senior positions or be a greater participation by women. And for me, particularly as a Black female, I have a responsibility towards other females in the industry to push and make their voices heard, to ensure that there is greater participation of women. If we cannot advocate for ourselves, no one is going to advocate for us. And ARIA is largely female dominated with a sprinkle of males. And they are great. And even with our internship recruitment, there is prioritization of females. We need to change, we need to transform the industry to ensure that this industry that is supposed to be the backbone of the economy has a fair representation of women. And women continue to be the users of this transportation industry. We need to make sure that the industry that we're operating in is women friendly. And we need to make sure that even those that are not only consumers, but those that build our railways, the environment that they work in is safe and suitable for females.
ARIA runs really good initiatives. One of them is bringing Black skilled professionals into the industry. Do you want to tell us a little bit more about that?
Look, it's not only skilled, unskilled, to make sure that we have a good pipeline of professionals in the sector. So if you look at our recruitment, internship recruitment drive, this is where we get young people coming fresh from university, coming into the railway space. And that is the transformation that we are trying to ensure that it gets implemented throughout the industry. And we have to build those skills. And we are quite fortunate to have a good partner, TITA, the Transport Education Training Authority, that has always funded our internships. So there is a strong link between industry, academia, and the transport sector. So there is a need to link all that to be able to deliver a skilled professional that is supposed to be working in the railways. And not only for private sector, but also for government. To build a capacitated state, we need to make sure that as private sector, we play our role. Private sector and government, their marriage is not that of convenience, but one of necessity. So we all have to play a role to ensure that the skills, the young people coming out of universities are brought into the market to grow the future.
There's so many success stories. Tell us about one other story that stands out to you.
Okay. So the other ones that I've told is where our graduates have been employed. But there's one where our graduate actually started his own business. His name is Nukumalachi, dynamic youngster. He went on to, during the internship, his job was to start his own business. And he went on to establish his own eyewear. He's the only South African that has a designer eyewear. And I know that through the work that we've done with him, he is now supplying Transnet with the pillow paper trains when they do their national health through the pillow paper train. So it always cycles back home. And he's currently working on having eyewear, but for the industrial side.
What is next for Mesela as it relates to transformation?
The railways found me. And I always tell the story that my mother and father met in the railways. And I also firmly believe that I live for this transformation. This defines who I am as a person. If I wake up tomorrow and I do not have a desire to change other people's lives, and it wouldn't be me. So we will continue doing the work that we do as ARIA, and changing people's lives, changing the industry, and bring in investment, whether in the form of money or form of human capital. For us, it's quite critical. We need to work together to save what is left of the railway industry, to redefine what is the new railways, incorporating technologies, bringing in young people into the sector. We can only be a force to be reckoned with as a country and as a continent when we start working together and prioritizing the national interest and the continental interest.
Thank you so much, Ms. Sela. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. Thank you for sharing your story.